Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. What is the first thing that you do whenever you want anything or whenever you need anything? What is the first thing that you do or the first person that you go to for it? And it's a very important thing for us to think about, because the first thing that we do when wanting anything, or the first person that we go to for it, tells us who we trust to facilitate that thing for us. And so as believers, as Muslims, as mu'mins, we believe that Allah is the one who facilitates everything for us. He is the one who facilitates all of the good for us, and He is the one who gives us all of these things. And so whenever we need anything, whenever we want anything, no matter how big it is, no matter how small it is, the first thing that we should do to get that thing is to ask Allah for it. In making dua for it, supplication, asking Allah for that thing, no matter how big or how small it is. And in Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about this, where He says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداع إذا دعان فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. وإذا سألك عبادي عني, and whenever my slave asks about me. And so this is the first important point to bring from this ayah, that Allah says that when my slave asks about me, because He is saying when anybody asks about me, because we are all His slaves. It is not exclusive, the ayah is completely inclusive. It's not just saying when my righteous slaves asks about me, when my scholars ask about me, when these special people ask about me. He's saying when anybody asks about me, when any of my slave asks about me, then I am surely near. Whether they are sinners, whether they are scholars, no matter who they are, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is near. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي, and whenever my slave asks about me, فَإِنِّي قَرِيب, then surely I am near. أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ. This is the second point, that Allah responds to the call of the caller whenever He calls him. And so Allah responds to our dua. No matter who makes dua for whatever it is, Allah responds to that dua. And it tells us that we're never wasting our time when asking Allah for anything. We are always brought out as the winners inside the situation, because we always gain something whenever we ask Allah for something, even if it's not in the way that we anticipate. And there's a hadith that mentions this, that says that whenever a believer asks Allah for anything, he is not rejected. And in him not being rejected, either the dua that he made, the supplication that he made, can either be accepted in the way that the person asked for it in, or it can be accepted in that it averts some sort of harm from that person that was going to come to them. Some sort of harm that was related to the dua that they made, that harm may now be averted because of the dua that they made. And so the dua can be accepted either in ways that we anticipate or ways that we don't anticipate. But we are always brought out the winners when making dua. We are never wasting our time when asking Allah for anything. The only dua that is not accepted is the dua for something that is haram, or the dua for breaking family ties. Other than that, all other dua is accepted. And then the ayah ends. The ayah from Surah Al-Baqarah from before, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ, and whenever my slave asks about me, then surely I am near. أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ, I respond to the call of the caller whenever he calls upon me. فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ, so they should respond to my call, meaning the call of Allah. Allah is the one talking. So they should respond to my call. وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي, and they should believe in me, لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ, so that they may be brought onto the correct path, the upright path. And so dua is something essential for us. It is something that can really change our lives, in that it can continue to bring good for us. No matter how much we ask, Allah will not stop giving, because Allah is the one who is in possession of all of the good, and He can continue to disperse that good as He wills, as He wants. And He is the source of good. And so may Allah make us from those who ask from Him, and may He make us from those who trust Him to facilitate our affairs, and who ask Him for whatever we need, no matter how big or no matter how small it is. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.